Posehn. I used to have a podcast where I played Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of my friends. I missed it, so I decided to make a new one. It's called Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. It's myself, a couple of my buddies, Blaine Patch, Dan Telfer, Ken Daly, an occasional guest or two, and we're going to be playing in a new setting, my dining room. Each week you'll hear my wife, my son, my dogs, and we're going to be playing in a place that I love and playing the game that I've loved half my life, Dungeons and Dragons. We've got 5th edition, and we're ready. So are you ready? Here's Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker.
Hey everybody, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. Ken, Dan, Blaine, my friends.
Coelacanth, Aloysius.
We're gonna say Happy New Year every episode.
Coelacanth, Aloysius.
Yellow leather, red leather, copper kettle,
It's
brittle.
one of those episodes, you guys.
To sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock.
Rhodes and Melanie aren't here, so it's shirt off and shirts off for all of us. We got a pentagram in the middle of the table, and
I'm rubbing my naked torso against
Antelope
the table.
Freeway, 1/4 mile. Antelope Freeway, 1/8 mile.
and Sam's here too. We don't always say that, but
Hi,
he's
Sam.
always here. It wouldn't happen if Sam wasn't here.
Hey, bring the energy down a little bit. Whoa! Jesus Christ, you're making us look bad.
Talk about
Holy
sucking the
shit.
air out of the room, Sam. Jesus Christ. Sam has been with Nerd Poker from the beginning?
Yep.
Almost, yeah.
Almost. You've
We
seen
found
every...
you in a basket floating down the mighty LA River.
Sam, of all the adventures you've seen, of all the creatures, of all the lands, of all the characters, what has been your favorite moment to tune out completely and fuck around with something?
There was a time period where you guys were all bringing in like meatball sandwiches.
I can't imagine.
I black out pretty hard during
I gotta admit though, Chris Makepeace was really funny in those.
Uh-huh.
Overlooked, underrated
Meatball.
in Meatballs.
Meatballs.
There was a guy, Chris Finn, a very funny comedian and writer from Canada. When we were working on the early seasons of Mad TV, he pitched Christ Balls. And it was it's a coming-of-age film about
At
Christ.
Christian camp? Or-
Yeah,
oh.
Christian camp. It never got made, but man, it's the funniest.
Yeah, I love that you said it just enough like the
Christ
theme song to
balls.
Meatballs that I knew what you were doing. Watch out.
All right, we're gonna get started.
So, you guys...
I was gonna try to hope
I was
somebody
watching
was
the
gonna say
news
something
today, and it was just, I took the news off my
Your
off
news
my
machine?
phone. Yeah, I
took
was
the news off your phone?
No, because I was getting news alerts on my phone, and I was going crazy all
And
the
now
time.
you just use your phone
Because I'm one of those
strictly
fucking,
for Pokemon Go.
You're a news addict.
yeah, but I'm
News
also, a snowflake, and I get really easily upset, and but
The whole country is snowed in this
yeah,
week. Isn't
and
it
I
crazy?
watched,
Nuclear
How's
snow.
that global warming for you? We got snow everywhere.
yeah, and do you know who's at fault because of global warming? Skeletor's dick.
Skeletor's dick.
Skeletor's dick. Dick. Skeletor's dick.
You know what? As long as we're thanking that beautiful bony phallus, let's also throw
Work your phallus to the bone.
a shout out to Ebeeb.
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
Shout out
I
to
love
just
the new Star Wars films.
Ebeeb 1 through 7. Jesus. Thanks, Jesus.
Jesus.
Thanks,
Thanks, Jesus.
For once, Jesus is listening to us.
thanks, King of Pop Tart.
Thanks, King of Pop Tarts.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was married to Paula Poundstone for a while. She's the queen of Pop Tarts.
Small pound cake.
Thank you, Speedy Gorgonzola.
I thought that was going a different direction.
Everybody's up in their name game.
Yeah.
Thank you, only here for Nerd Poker. That's their Patreon name.
Okay.
So I guess they're worried people are going to stumble on their profile and be like, "Are they here for the Chapo podcast?"
Next week there will be somebody called Only Queer for Nerd Poker, and then get used to it for Nerd Poker.
Yay! Please, someone do it.
That was
what else is in there?
super dumb joke. Thank you. We've done this one before, but it's fun with Dick Trebuchet.
You ever get your dick caught at Trebuchet?
Oh Jesus!
Worst.
I got my
flipped over
dick
the
caught.
toilet?
Buy your new dick.
I got my dick caught in an Iron Maiden once. No, I'm no, I'm sorry. It was a Judas Priest or a Rob Halford. Anyway, we'll be right back with more.
Here,
Long winding road to the punchline.
thank you, Trey Som. Thank you, Andy Van Way. Thank you,
Trey, Andy,
thank you, Hayden Grant.
Andy, hate him.
Thank you, Oh God Zombies.
Oh God, zombies.
Thank you, Dustin Korshot.
Dustin.
Korshot.
Thank you,
Dustin Korshot.
Elliot Anea. Thank you, Stephen Porter. Thank you,
Anea,
Eric Taylor.
Stephen
Thank you, Not a Bear.
Glad it's
You
not
know-
a bear.
You know what? I think it's a bear.
I just feel like we got to, before the world
Bear
ends, we
down
got to get as many of these out there.
do is protest too much.
Always glad it's not a bear.
Oh, and last but not least, thank you, Jerry Sucks.
I bet you it's Jerry.
It's spelled with a G. So they knew how to spell it.
We gotta get him back here.
Yeah. I was playing Destiny with him the other night, and he
You
said
were
he
what?
really wants to playing Destiny 2. I was playing Destiny 2 with him.
I got a bunch of games for Christmas, and I haven't even fucking cracked.
I wish you
anything.
would
And I
fire
have
up
Destiny
the
2,
PS4, and you can play with us. Come on, man. We only play when we're done writing.
too.
We'll earn it by writing, and
I
then
stopped
we'll.
playing online when kids would get mad at me because of my gamer tag.
I only play with people I know. I
Okay.
don't like, or I only get on the headset with people I know for sure.
I would never do this again, but back, you remember, I used to be Ruth Gordon. And guys would go, "Why do you got a girl's name?" And I'm like, "You stupid mother."
Oh God. So you guys just defeated a beholder, and you're in Lehman's tiny hut, and you're deep under Amynna
Do I get all my points
in
back or no?
an antechamber. Yeah, you healed up the rest of your
That'd be
points.
great.
You chose to rest, a rare thing for this campaign. So tick tock goes up your health points.
We're all taking 5. We're all just going in and out of the shower.
We all checked our MySpace.
Luoven says, "See down there. We keep going through this tunnel." Luoven, for those of you who've chosen to tune in on fucking episode 40 for some reason, is a weird.
Are Mulder and Scully ever going to do it?
I know that's like something that was still an issue in the late seasons of X-Files and
Who was the actress that played
Gillian Anderson.
the secretary on Moonlighting? What was her name?
Cher.
No. Shoot. Allie.
Was it Miss
dear
Beasley
God.
or something? Mrs.
Well, that was the character.
The character. I'm trying to remember her. Sorry, I didn't mean to make everybody look stuff up, but just that was the classic. Are there
Beasley.
Alice Beasley? Are they or aren't they with Bruce Willis and his hair?
I just
Mrs.
I worked
DeFazio or
with
something?
Curtis from that show.
Curtis Armstrong.
Her husband?
Yeah. Are they married in real life? No.
No.
No, but
No idea.
he is married to an actress or
Maybe it's
somebody
her.
or a writer, I think.
But it's her.
Maybe. 'Cause
Juliet
during
Prowse.
we met during the writer's strike years ago, and then we worked
We have
together.
Bush.
Yeah. He's the nicest fucking guy in
Yeah.
show business. He's so nice.
Curtis
Well,
Armstrong.
Doug Jones
funny.
is pretty nice.
I've never met Doug Jones.
Doug Jones is a nice guy.
The guy who defeated Roy Moore in the Alabama Senate race.
No, the guy who's in the tank with the girl who can't.
Oh, the
Speak.
the
Right.
the fuckable fish man.
He's in
Yes.
Hellboy. He's
Yes.
been around for a while. He's fucking
the
amazing.
sweetest.
Yeah. Wasn't
Oh,
he
and
And I
Silver
worked with him on
Surfer
one of his
also?
first
Yeah, he's
jobs
been like
ever.
every
He's
skinny
Yeah.
monster.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
movie I
he's
saw
the
when I went
skinny
back
Andy
to Baltimore?
Serkis.
Yeah, I put him, Doug Jones is
Yeah.
an amazing job. I put him through 6 hours of hell every movie.
Why did you turn into Werner
He's so-
Herzog?
He's
No,
doing
it's-
Guillermo.
I don't care what that part.
Oh,
I'm
to eat
waiting
Doritos.
until I have like 2.5 hours to watch that thing in one sitting. I don't want to. I hear good things.
The fuckableness of water.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be amazing.
I think I'll love it.
Angel,
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro is a genius.
Well, it looks like the character from Hellboy
Yeah.
in like a
I've
drama.
liked Del Toro
Yes.
for a long time, man.
Well, he's even when he's mediocre, he's amazing.
Yeah.
I saw it back in Baltimore. You guys talk about the shape of water?
Philly Boy Roy, ladies and gentlemen.
Really good. I tell you, I really like it. You know what else is really good is that
What?
Black Mirror.
That I liked. I watched all 6 of the new ones.
I was just telling Ken before we started recording that what is it, the Castile, the like Star Trek episode
Yeah.
looks really
lot of
good.
fun.
And it's like an hour, right?
I think that one was. Maybe I don't know.
It's like a lot of fucking sci-fi parody for your Netflix dollar.
Yeah, it was some good shit. I like that show. So we were resting. We're
You're in like
coming
an
out of
We
that.
got to wrap it
Chamber.
up. Thanks for listening, you guys.
Yeah.
There's carvings on the wall. Ken tried investigating it, and he just sort of stared at it blankly and gurgled. And there's some little pockets in the wall. It's a very dusty antechamber. And there's some sort of dark red glowing. And I'm not talking about scarab of far-seeing aura. I'm talking just like a deep sort of red glow coming farther down the tunnel.
Argento deep red.
From the other side of the plug that the beholder just unstuck itself from. So
All right.
whatever lies ahead has got a dark red glow to it.
Oh, I love that movie.
What movie?
Whatever lies ahead.
And Lou Oven had said the last episode that we were pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She thinks you're almost at the bottom of the island.
I thought she meant we were really good friends.
Yeah. She also said there's like a certain intimacy that's growing between all of you.
I like that. Skeletor.
Yeah, let's head towards the light.
Great.
Caroline.
So
into the light.
she
All are welcome.
suggests we all get in stealth mode.
Met her once. She's as sweet as you would think she would
Yeah.
be. Yeah,
Zelda.
yeah.
Zelda
Right,
Rubinstein.
like 2 years before she passed, I met her at a
Oh,
screening. Yeah. Sorry, keep moving.
So she throws her that sort of makeshift shawl you guys made her from hiding herself from the other lunar elves over her head, and she kind of goes to the other wood elves and encourages them to kind of
What else?
wood elves throw whatever hoods they can over their heads and says stuff might get real dicey up here. We're going.
I've got lots of dice. I'm ready to.
Whoa!
She says we're going to the bottom of some kind of time loop. It's a very mysterious time loop that her people have spent centuries trying to decipher, and she still doesn't know exactly what's going to happen at the bottom. You're about to hit the bottom.
Rock bottom.
All right.
So I want you all to do a stealth check. It's going to be three stealth checks. The first one is a difficulty of 8. Just basically see if any of you trip over your shoelaces. What was that you rolled, Ken, and you didn't want to show me?
11.
11. That's a fine.
No.
Anyone
No.
with their stealth bonus roll
So I got
under?
a thumb up for my first.
I rolled a 6, but I have a dexterity bonus.
I'm talking stealth bonus.
Oops.
What's your stealth bonus?
I have no stealth bonus, but it's
Oh no,
just
you
like-
do. I'm looking. You have a +8.
I didn't hit it on mine.
What did you get?
It would be 4 with my stealth.
Cool. So I am going to do a roll.
Unfortunately.
So you don't get too far down the tunnel,
Sorry, guys.
and you kind of just like roll an ankle.
Clumsy.
Some rocks kind of tumble down the tunnel ahead of you. You're going on a decline down this thing, and you hear a voice call from the bottom of the tunnel. Let's see. I rolled.
I don't like this voice from the bottom of the tunnel
No,
business.
I know.
Hear a voice go, "Who is it?"
We were going to meet him anyway, but sorry, it's premature.
So
What do we say?
Nothing.
you tell me. Don't you look at me when you ask that question. You tell me.
What-
Look at your
what-
boys.
Nothing.
What do we say? All right, well, let's keep creeping down. Let's take another stealth check. Let's kind of hold to the walls even more and
As you go down, you
up
hear
the stealth.
you hear a voice go shh shh shh.
Ugh.
It actually sounds like somebody at the bottom of this tunnel is shushing somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody do a perception check, difficulty 15.
It's my bonus.
Nope.
What is my
I did not
bonus?
make it.
What is my
I didn't make that
perception
either.
bonus?
I have it on here if you want to
Nine
give me a
with my
sec.
bonus.
You have a +9 perception bonus, Mr. Doretto.
That's good news.
What did you roll?
I just got 7.
Oh, you aced it.
I
Tom-
rolled an 8. Do I have a? That's not gonna. That's
No.
Not gonna,
Your perception bonus is 5, so
What-
you
what's,
don't quite make it.
What did I perceive?
Tom, you hear a voice.
Yeah.
It sounds like I think they're coming. The voice sounds really, really weirdly familiar.
He said, I'm Rick Dukeman.
I think they're coming.
Oh, I think they're coming.
I
I think we are coming. As a matter of fact. So
It says, I
get
think they
yourselves
are
re-
coming.
Get yourselves ready.
The voice says, better get ourselves ready.
Oh no, is it us? Or we were?
Probably an echo.
Is it us coming back?
Does anybody say anything? Huh. Hello?
Hello?
echo.
You
No,
hear
'cause we didn't
you
say
hear,
hello.
You hear swords
started it.
unsheathed around the corner.
That's not me.
Who is that up there?
Your worst fucking nightmare. Let's go, boys.
And then the banjo starts playing.
All right, Luoven says, I think we should hide. There's if we flatten ourselves against the wall to the right, the tunnel bends to the right. We can potentially
Be in shadow, get a little surprise.
be in shadow and get to some surprise. I do not think we should charge
She says this
ahead right
really
now.
quietly.
Yeah, she's like,
Okay, cool.
she flattens herself against the
Yeah, let's
wall
do
and the
that.
wood elves
Sure.
do it.
Sure.
I'm invisible.
Don't you got to play a song to do that?
No.
You got to use your DOS loop.
Oh, I
so-
thought I had it on a. I thought I got it on a separate thing.
No, I believe that's a DOS loot ability.
No, I know. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if I had it on a separate thing. Sorry, my
Okay,
mistake.
so
I'm just flat. Just
great,
flat.
Great, everybody gets flat. You see rounding the corner.
And I go up against the wall. My DOS loop goes bling, bling, bling.
A Goliath is rounding the corner. He has dark skin, a weird snaggletooth sticking out of his mouth, and he's got a spiky shoulder pads and a sword.
We've gone back all the way to the 80s, you guys.
He's holding a sword that has strange sort of thorns coming out of it, and there's a red flame on the sword.
Fuck. And he says, hello, Davy. Fuck. Kill it.
Where is he?
He's rounding the corner from below
Is he by himself?
so far. But you heard other voices.
Oh, boy.
Okay. What are we gonna do? Wait until we get the drop on him?
Well, you want to hide and let him pass?
Yeah, maybe.
You can try it. Get him, see if he gets
Yeah?
closer. Yeah.
He walks almost right up to you, Tom. Looks around, says, I don't see anybody. I'm coming back. And he goes back, and you hear, roll a perception check, everybody.
I did not make that.
Well, what
6.
What would you? Oh, so you just knew it was too low. Without me telling you the difficulty too. What'd you get, Tom?
A
4 plus 9, I guess.
4 plus. Yeah. Okay. So you hear what sounds like another familiar voice say, "I told you not to go back."
Do I know who it is?
No, but it sounds familiar. Everybody, do a wisdom check, difficulty 15.
Nope. I'm having a rough time with my wisdom today.
Yeah.
So you made it, Tom? You're pretty sure it sounded like Luoven farther down the tunnel, even though Luoven is right next to you.
The fuck?
But that wasn't me that just walked by. No.
The more you think about it, the more you think that Goliath's sword kind of looked like the Herald of Kelmar, but not the Herald of Kelmar.
Huh. Weird.
Is there an evil version of us coming up the hallway?
I don't know. Does Spock have a beard or no beard?
Luoven turns to you, Tom, because she's near you, and she says, I think if we hold, they might go farther down the tunnel.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Hold.
Okay, so roll a stealth check, everybody, difficulty 10.
Yep.
The NPC's made it. You guys want
15 stealth. Wow, that was close.
14.
you hear what sounds like some whispers, and then they stop. Luoven motions for you guys to wait, and she peeks ahead. She's levitating, and she kind of hovers around the tunnel. She comes back and says, I think that was us, but not us.
From another dimension or time.
Basically, yes.
Another dimension.
She says distortions sometimes happen. Sometimes the farther you go back in time, the more different things are when you come back. Things aren't the same as you left it. Things are a little different. And because we're going farther down, we could be connecting with different, not just times, but timelines. There's a lot of chaos at the bottom of Amynna. And I wasn't sure how it would manifest, but it appears that we could meet ourselves if we're not careful. She's not sure why that was a different race than Bodhi.
left.
Yeah. She's like, that was basically Bodhi, but it wasn't a half-orc.
Okay.
So...
Alternate Bodhi.
So it was bright.
Ew. Edit point. So...
More like light.
We're like Madeline Albright.
She says, let's continue very slowly. You guys hear behind
So
you,
she says, let's continue.
farther up the tunnel, you hear a rock loosen itself and bounce towards you from where you just came
What does
from.
that rock have cooking?
Oh, you mean behind us?
Behind you. Something's definitely right behind you.
A rock?
A rock loosed itself and rolled down the tunnel from behind you.
Okay.
So something's going to kill us from behind.
Something is sneaking behind.
All right. Well, let's
The butt killer.
let's turn around and attack it. Or
Yeah?
We're being followed, or what? What's happening?
unless is Gago right with us? We gonna fucking murder him again? He's a flying
Do you want
squirrel.
Gago to go back?
Yeah.
You want Gago to be your scout? So what do you tell Gago? Do a persuasion check, please. He's pretty easy, but I want to see what you roll.
Go see what that is.
Oh, that's success, sure. He says, all right, bitches,
9.
I'm gonna go check this shit out. Luoven unsuccessfully tries to stop Gago. She reaches for him and tries to grab him, and she
no.
she whispers, no, 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 no.
Okay, stop. Can I stop him?
No. Nope.
It's us following ourselves.
That was her attempt to stop what was too late. So Gago
Shoot him.
flies back going, I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna fuck him up. And he You hear a whistling noise and a thud as he disappears around the corner.
He's not getting attacked by a gelatinous Toots Thielman, is he?
I hope we didn't just lose Gago after all that. Damn it.
Maybe.
What do you guys want to do?
Or at least you can't do that on television.
Why did I do that? I thought we were past those guys.
Yeah, but it might be another version of us.
Okay.
What are you guys going to do?
Another dimension.
Well, let's go. I guess we got to go save Gago.
Yeah.
But
You think there's people ahead of you and people behind you now?
Yeah.
And it's all.
You going to go back around the corner?
versions of us. Or are we going to stay?
What about Llewellyn? What does she think?
She doesn't know what to do. She's shaking her head and she says, it depends how much that little monster means to you.
Damn it. I like that little guy. I don't know why.
You hear from around the
I'm
corner.
not your brother. I'm not your partner. I'm not your friend.
You hear around the corner. Oh,
Oh, shit. Okay. Gago. Blaine? What do you think? Well, you've got flying.
It's brought to you by Big 69 Sporting Goods. We've got all kinds of balls. I'm sorry, I thought you wanted an ad.
But you've got flying.
you wanted a decision.
You can fly. You can check on them, or
Fly, you can fly, you can fly.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly. Zip around the corner.
All right. As you zip around the corner, do a dexterity saving throw, difficulty 13.
How about a 1? Would a 1 work?
Bonk.
Jesus Christ.
Did I just fly up into a ceiling fan? Blah, 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 my hat!
You just died like Taylor Negron in Last Boy Scout. You hit a fucking
Blaine,
helicopter.
you
America.
get hit
America.
with 2 arrows for 7 points of damage.
Friday night.
And I'm going to write something down. This is what you see as you go around the corner. Please, give me a commercial for while I'm writing this down.
Friday night's a great night for football.
This break is brought to you by Three Guys Burgers. Fuck those other 2 guys. We're also brought to you by Bed and Beyond. Suck it, Bath. You know what you did. Promotional consideration brought to you by 2 guys and a bath. Hey, why don't you suck our fucking dicks? 2 guys and a bath. Back to you, Dan. Is that Bane hotboxing?
It's from, what's it? Not Waylon
Last Boy
Jennings.
Scout.
I know, but who is it? Hank Williams Jr. or something?
Oh, did he do it? Well,
It's
no,
one
it's
of
the
those
make.
guys.
It's the ripoff of the
Yeah, I
thing
know.
he did. Yeah.
But it is one of those
yeah.
guys.
Oh,
And then he oh, no.
I love how a quarterback kills people in a game, and then football still happens.
Hey,
Shoots a guy on the
Yeah,
field.
yeah.
So I'm gonna try to go for a specific vibe. I peer around the corner and I see something, and I very slowly back out of the room the way Marge backed out of the room that was showing the film in the mountain lodge. She was just didn't want anything to do with it and kind of backed out of the room.
Roll a charisma check, difficulty 18.
You just took a hit from something? Jesus.
5. That's a 5, not even close.
Okay. Are you attempting to do anything about Gago before you back away?
I'm just sort of trying to stay out of sight of it.
Okay.
Damn it.
you got real lucky. It kind of, the being you just saw rolled a 1
Oh, of
on its
course.
perception
Typical.
check.
Classic.
It
Classic.
clearly
being.
saw your silhouette, but that's all it could see because you're backlit by
Did I
the
get
red light.
Gago killed?
So
Damn
you
it.
back away from Gago and this other being, and you are now back within whisper range of the rest of the party.
What is happening? What do you think? What was it?
Here I come on the run with a burger on a bun and a dough of coleslaw on the side. All your days we will tickle with a cold dill pickle and all of our potatoes are french fries, fried. First you can't be beat because in front of all of me, grind. We go ahead to the bottom of the tray. Fine. It's me, I'm coming around the corner. It's me. It's the version of me coming around the corner.
Oh, you just...
It's really fucked up. No time to explain, but plenty of time to do a long reference to a bit.
Yeah, it's just we're being followed and following ourselves. In
Oh, I
different
see.
times and dimensions.
Okay. Can we save Gago
Why
somehow?
did you kill Gago? Or what's
Oh,
happening to Gago?
can you hold? You can hold him, right? Can you pull him back?
Who, Gago?
Yeah, by holding him. Do you have to see him? Hold him?
This guy is still walking by me, right?
You all you know is you left him around the corner.
And he was he
Gago ran
when
the
I
corner.
caught
He-
when I
he-
saw him, was he going towards Gago or was he
He had
coming
just
down?
loosed 2 arrows into you. They're still stuck in you, and you left Gago with an arrow in him on the ground.
Okay.
You know both of these beings are around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I think I'm gonna even though I have arrows in me, I'm going to flip around the corner and I'm gonna throw a hold person on this guy. This guy being me.
Okay.
Oh, I meant hold Gago, but yeah, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Guess who made a saving throw? You.
All times for me to pull out.
You peek around the corner and give it a little gesture, and it kind of braces itself. And this time it squints, and you hear it go, "Hey, what's going on here?"
I feel like I'm about to do some early Michael Jackson demos. Twee, is that me?
It takes some sort of musical instrument off of its back and clangs it loudly and disappears from sight.
Okay.
That's better than
Cool.
could be.
Can I see any of this? I'm gonna grab
No,
Gago.
you just see the back of Twee peeking around the corner casting a spell.
Oh, gotcha.
You can't tell what's going on.
Let's get Gago.
You know
out of
Gago's
there.
around the corner because Twee told you Gago was around the corner.
Let's get him out of there.
So you're going to round it? Do a dexterity check. Difficulty, I
wish I had like a
15.
bucket of paint.
Or if Blaine wants to grab him, I mean...
It's not Blaine's turn right now.
Okay.
It's someone else has got to go because he's just sped up his time, basically.
Yeah, so...
What's your dex bonus? You got
well,
you have
higher athletics.
No, this is straight up dex because you're trying to like. So you can get up to Gago, and you do, and you don't see anything
Okay.
except for Gago.
Okay. Well, I want to grab him and pull him back
right.
with us.
All right. Before that happens, Tom, do you want to do anything, or are you just hiding around the corner with Luoven and the Wood Elves?
Yeah.
Multiple choice answer. Yeah. What do you?
I'm gonna hide.
Okay. No one else wants to go around the corner. So Blaine, you're back up.
I'm gonna dimension door, maybe 10 feet behind this guy.
Okay. Farther back up the tunnel.
Yeah.
All right. As you do that, you appear surrounded by other beings.
Appear in the hallway? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Back where you came from, except this time you're surrounded by strange beings that I'm going to write down for you.
Okay.
That no one else can see yet. Can you tell me what this is brought to you by?
No. This is brought to you by the NBC Nightly News with Andy Serkis as Tom Brokaw. He's great in everything. Anyway, I'm just calmly and quietly picturing Tom Brokaw wearing a unitard covered with half kick of ping pong balls, like one of those motion capture suits. I think that'd be pretty funny to imagine in lieu of some sort of prepared material if you're listening at home, especially if you're paying money to hear this at home.
Bottom half of the page, please.
All right, I'm reading the bottom of the page. Do you like me? Yes. Hey, this is Dan. We talked about this at Island. Oh, great.
And they all see you.
They all see me.
You just dimension door to right amongst
Is
that group.
there any sort of like a
You tell me. You tell me. This is literally the situation that you've just planted yourself in.
Ta-da!
I said so I look at my party that are all wearing the blue glowing uniform type things. And I go, "There he is! Get him!" And I'm going to point at myself.
Yourself is invisible. So I may as well catch up the rest of the group.
I'm gonna.
We just dimension doored. He is now looking at Luoven, you, and you, except different versions of you. They're all wearing glowing blue tabards with dragons on them. Some sort of uniform that none of you have seen before.
Yeah, you guys.
from Shanghai.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, you just look like you just got back from Hong Kong with some suits.
And he saw Twee in that uniform first, but alternate dimension Twee went invisible. So you can't point at Twee because he's not there no more.
That was gonna be my get him.
You should get out of there.
You would say, were you
If I were
able to
there,
see
yeah,
him? But he
yeah.
just dimension doored away from you. So
Yeah.
right now you're alone with Gago, and as soon as you say what you're doing, Bodhi is up.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna instead of the grab thing, I'm gonna go. What's going on?
And just what? Do a triple take?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a triple take. Like, I can't believe that my clothes have changed into whatever I'm normally wearing.
Were you gonna say something about that? Maybe.
I'm gonna go. What's the hell?
Put this on me.
What's going on? What's happening?
Who got me dressed just now?
My clothes.
Mom.
Mom.
Because they just saw him disappear, right?
Correct. Or actually, they saw him go around the corner.
What? So I'm just gonna act like I don't know what happened to my clothes.
Okay. We'll cut back to that reaction in a second. In the meantime, Bodhi, you just saw.
Can I read what you wrote to me?
Yes, you may.
Just
for
for the
the
record.
listeners.
The first thing that I saw, Gago is on the ground with an arrow in him. You see yourself in a bright blue cloth tabard with a dragon emblem. That was the first thing. Then I dimension doored behind these guys, and I found myself surrounded by Luoven, Bodhi, and Tom, all in blue cloth tabards with dragons on them. So you guys are all like some sort of weird paladin dragon club.
Okay.
So anyway, sorry.
You're alone with Gago, Bodhi.
I'm going to pull him back to Ken and
Okay.
11.
Scoop him up and run back.
Yeah. Can she put a heal on him since Blaine's not here?
She
He's not
can
here,
try. So you get him back, and
Pull
she.
the arrow out of him. And
Yeah, you pull the arrow out, and blood spurts everywhere.
Dies
but
immediately.
I'll
He's
put
limp.
pressure on the wound.
He's limp.
What, to become like a dentist?
She heals him as best she can, but she rolled some snake
Doing a real
eyes. So he's still in the negative.
But at least his snake eyes will be okay.
But he's still a real classy G.I. Joe character. Blaine, you're up. So they all look at each other and look at you.
I don't get a turn, or he's too far away still. Is he too far away from me?
You are back with most of the group.
Got it. Okay.
You can run based on what you saw. You can run out to
Yes, I want to run out
Twee.
and bind Gago.
Okay, so you bind Gago.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is no longer losing health, but he is still
Negative.
pretty fucked. Yeah. Okay, back to Twee. So they look at you and look at each other. They look at you, look at each other. And then the half orc.
I'm doing a long, extended Larry Fine take.
The half orc puts his hand on his sword and says, "What the fuck?"
Come on, you know the fuck.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna say, hold that thought, and I'm going to hit him with a web.
Oh man, I love what's happening right now. Okay, so success.
Okay.
You web all Paladin Bodhi.
And then when I'm done webbing, I'm gonna look at my hands like I don't know what happened.
And as you do that, you see the sword that he had his hand on, like that part flame erupts, and the web, although it's still holding him stuck in place, is burning from underneath. Tom, but not Tom, pulls a club off of his back, and Luoven begins levitating.
Okay, got it.
Back to you, you gang. You're out of health options for your trauma patient. He is unconscious.
Oh,
Luoven is whispering, "Don't go back, don't go back, don't go back."
Go back.
What are you gonna do, Brian?
I feel like he's in a place we can't get to now somehow.
Yeah.
I would like to get there, but I don't know how. He dimension doored out, and we don't have that.
Right. But
Well, I
he's
mean,
just further
for all
down
you
the
know, he
tunnel.
just closed the distance.
Yeah, he's
back
just
up the
further
tunnel.
down the tunnel.
Dimension door doesn't necessarily mean he went to another dimension.
Oh,
The time slips you're encountering have more to do with Amynna than a
Well, I'm
spell.
hoping he can just get away because we shouldn't encounter all these guys
Right.
together. We don't want to kill other versions of ourselves.
maybe.
I don't think.
Depends on the time,
All right, last
time travel formula.
We're gonna do.
But we were supposed to keep pushing further, right? Or is this not the distance?
Yeah,
this isn't the-
Luoven says,
Let's keep pushing them.
I think we should keep moving, and if we don't keep moving, something bad might happen.
Okay, keep
we
moving.
went back for Gaga, and we're not going back for
Well,
Twee. It just seems.
well,
says
it's
the
not a
the
matter
window
of
may be
going
closed.
back.
She
Isn't
said-
he in front of us?
She
Is
says
Twee
he
in front
might
of us?
be in front of us and behind us.
Okay.
If he doesn't get away, he
Okay.
might be in a different place and time.
Okay.
If he's out of visual range and there are doubles of us this close,
All right. Okay.
he could be in a different
Cool.
timeline.
Come back.
any moment.
Well, we'll keep
Come back,
going
little
forward.
Tweeba.
You're up, Twee.
Tom, it's me, Twee.
Alternatom
Alternate Tom, it's me, Alternate Twee.
says, "Why did you just?" Like, I can't do even like a fake.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Hey, repeat this for me, Ken. Why'd you just web my brother?
Hey, why'd you just web my brother?
Because I don't want your brother to hurt me, and I don't want to hurt your brother. Because we're all brothers.
Roll a charisma check, difficulty 18.
I like his style.
How about a 1? Would the 1 work?
I don't like his style.
Did my evil beard come off?
Tom, Alternatom swings his club at you
Do not throw
for
the
6 points of damage.
Take that.
Bodhi is struggling to get free still. Luovan is still casting a spell. No sign of Alternatui. Oh, no. What you going to do? You now have a club wound and a couple of arrows stuck in you.
I am going to, I'm going to go, hey, excuse me, I take this call. And I'm going to dimension door back to these guys. And go, guys, you're not going to believe what just happened to me. Ow, these
Now we gotta heal
arrows.
him.
Looks like you went to club wound.
Bad news. The Cape of the Mountebank can cast dimension spells in action. This property of the cape can't be used again until the next dawn.
Oh, okay.
So you squint real hard and nothing happens.
Yeah, my squint didn't work.
A pocket of air escapes from Uranus.
I'll say.
I will say that does not count as your turn because this is simply
I will,
a quick squint.
then I'm going to do the Richard Mulligan quick invisibility snap. Like you would do on soap.
All right, it works.
All right.
You're invisible.
And who am I?
You guys roll. One of you roll a 4-sided dice. You don't want a 1.
You roll.
Oh wait, what just happened over there?
4.
Okay.
That's 4 ones.
You start heading down the tunnel, and you do not have a bad feeling about it. Back to you, Twee.
Okay.
I don't have a bad
You're
feeling
invisible,
about this.
and Alternatom is looking for you.
Well, I'm just I'm going to do a little dodging around and scurry past all these guys.
Are you heading back down the tunnel back towards
Heading
the
back
rest of the
down
party?
the tunnel. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to bump into invisible Twee.
Okay. Why don't you, roll a good old-fashioned 20 and get above a 10, please.
Like a 6? Would that be above a 10?
Well, you're doing that with a dex. What's your dex modifier?
I have a dex of 18
No, what's your modifier? Is it +5, right?
plus 5.
What'd you roll?
6.
Oh, then you just barely make around the corner.
Oh my god, I did something today.
You know, you're running invisible style. You feel a wind go past your left as you do it, and as you round the corner, you see your party kind of blink into existence, almost as if you passed through some sort of clear fog that they materialized out of.
Weird.
You basically almost missed them in the time stream. You
So-
almost got locked away from the rest of the party.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
my dreams were my ticket out.
Sorry about sending Gago and fucking that up. Well, I'm not going to do shit for a little while.
Gago.
That's okay. I'm just gonna hang some notes to myself on these arrows.
Yeah. Can somebody heal him or? can you
Gago
heal
wakes
yourself?
up and motions for someone to come closer.
Hi,
He says,
you fucking asshole.
I should tell you guys something.
What?
The secret of the Demolith.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna die.
Can you just get really close?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to tell you the one thing I know about the Demolith is he used to work for a king. He was an entertainer of some kind. He was a traveling entertainer, and he used to have a family, and they were trying to do this special fireworks spell for the king, and it wouldn't work, and he got his son to cast the fireworks spell, and it blew his hand off, and the king said that
that boy is going to be executed for that terrible fireworks spell. And then the Demolith made his wife cast the spell because he was too much of a coward. And his wife blew both of her arms off with the fireworks spell. And the king was like, this is the worst fireworks I've ever fucking had. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing to my 4th of July party? And the Demolith was like, well, this is a medieval fantasy realm, and there's no 4th of July. We don't even really celebrate nations because they don't last that long because of war and stuff. And the king is like, shut the fuck up. I just want some fucking fireworks. Get your wife out of here. And so he sent her down to the gallows where she starved to death. And finally, the Demolith cast a beautiful fireworks spell. All his beloved family was all gone. It was just him. And the king said, why didn't you cast that in the first place? And he says, well, it's because I'm not a solo performer. I'm a performer that needs his family. We're a family act. And the king says, you're a family act? I just wanted some entertainment. And the Demolith said, well, we're the aristocrats.
Oh my.
And Gago appears to stop breathing.
The fuck?
Well, at least he went out with a laugh.
Can't we bring him back? Can we heal him? No?
Luoven says she's without a healing spell.
Damn it.
I have a healing spell. I could heal him.
Do you?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I have cure wounds.
Roll. See, you need better than 5.
Oh, on a 20-sided or a what? 'Cause I got a 5 on a 20-sided.
Oh, no, it's a Cure Light Wounds. Let me see that. What's the...
Sorry, it's I think it's
Cure Wounds.
1d8.
Yep, it's 1d8. Roll that 8. You need a 5.
6.
He suddenly comes back to life. His chest starts rising and falling again.
Okay, I'm going to hit him for a half a point of damage for that fucking aristocrats joke.
He goes,
Sorry, I just improvised. I was trying to think of something fucked up to say when I died, man. I just didn't want to go out seeming like a fucking wuss.
Listen, everybody knows that what you say when you die is live from New York. It's Saturday night.
I'll keep that in mind, man.
So you don't know what the secret of the Demolith is?
No, I don't know shit.
Oh, Jesus. Why did we bring him back to life?
Damn it.
Asshole.
I'm glad you brought me back to life just to make sure that wasn't a piece of lore.
everybody do another stealth check, difficulty 18. Hey, Sam, what time are we at?
We have 7 minutes.
Great.
12.
So that's someone who didn't make it.
What did I need to do?
Doesn't matter, because guess who didn't make the stealth roll?
Who?
Your old pal Blaney Blaines.
Okay.
So this is round...
Was I too loud? I wasn't too loud, was I? I filled my tap shoes with cornflakes before I left the hotel this morning. swung by Sam Ash to pick up my Zildjians.
So as you're healing Gago,
Heal those wounds.
Glad my family's not here or sleeping or something.
As you heal Gago,
scary,
Luoven has
buddy.
been encouraging you to do it as you walk. She's like, we have to keep moving. We have to keep... These are all gears in a machine, and if one of the gears stops, another gear might catch it. We have to keep moving. And so as you slap Gago for half a point of damage, a tiny little fairy tooth goes flying out of his mouth, and you see it glisten in the dark red light, and it goes blink off the wall and goes blink, 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 down the tunnel. And you hear a growl, a very loud sort of bestial growl from down below. What do you guys want to do? Luovan immediately flattens herself against the wall.
I cry and pee my pants.
Yeah, stop. Like, go against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still invisible, right?
Yes, you are.
And he needs a heal because he.
Blaine?
Yeah, because he's got.
Well, right now you're out of heal spells.
He's got a couple of arrows in him.
No way to fix that little fucked up boy, though. Little high elf boy. You press against the wall. And around the corner.
Don't tell me the fudge is made.
You see a half orc come around the corner. It's covered in wounds, just gaping, bloody wounds, and it's got. Sorry, this is what happens when your dungeon master comes up with a
Bodhi.
20 different alternate dimensions. It's a beat up Bodhi. And he's got a strange sort of feral look in his eyes.
Is he raging?
Perhaps. This one looks a lot like Bodhi in dress, but not in subtle facial appearances. There's something else going on with this Bodhi on a genetic level. You're not sure what, but it's a half orc. Looks like Bodhi. He's dressed like Bodhi. Same weapons, but he almost looks like he's been left in the woods for a couple of decades.
What can we do?
He's ugly.
Well, we gotta get you guys to fuck. It's the only, it's the only answer.
I should say, too, he rounds the corner and he sees the group. He doesn't call anything out. He doesn't look over his shoulder like the other groups did and communicate. There's no whispers. He appears to be alone.
Can we pull a cord and happy birthday comes down? We all have like confetti and some streamers. He sees us, but
he sees everybody except for invisible old Twee.
And he's alone. He's all fucked up.
And he's just grunting. He's unsheathing his sword. He pricks his finger on the sword and it bursts into flame.
Oh, man.
Nobody tries to stop him. There's no other voices. He appears to be a party of one who is majorly fucked up and in a bad place.
I don't know whether to try to talk to him. I guess I will. All right.
Okay. What you gonna say, Bodhi?
Brother, we're not here to fight you.
You say that in a pleasant way or an intimidating way?
Yeah, nah. In a pleasant way first.
Okay. He cocks his head. He goes, "Would you just call me War Child?"
Brother, I call people War Child all the time. I think we're here probably for the same reason. We're caught under here in these time tunnels, and we're my party here. I'm sure you're doing your version of the same thing. No?
Okay.
Well, so let's not fight. Let's not quarrel. Let us pass through.
Can we all work together? Maybe?
Yeah, or even work with us, because we're going to defeat the Demolith before he happens.
He turns his back on you, and he says, "Do whatever you want.
Okay,
I'll go first."
Keep moving.
He just keeps moving.
All right, we keep moving.
Luovan shrugs and says, she goes up to you, Bodhi, and says, I would try not to touch him.
Okay.
I got a bad feeling about you touching him.
Right.
I had a
get
bad
it.
feeling about you talking to him too. That was a little
Yeah, I get it.
uncomfortable.
We did it. Let's keep moving.
But she does say, as long as he seems so uninterested, and he seems alone, I don't mind staying in visual range of this one because he might, be willing to, like you said, fight with us. We'll see. But he looks pretty fucked up, so I wouldn't count on him for soaking up too many hit points.
Right.
For
Yeah,
you.
so let's just keep moving then. Let's not make it weird.
Okay. Everybody do a stealth check, difficulty 20.
20.
What?
You don't all have to make it, but somebody's got to.
Six.
Or else a thing will happen.
16
Well, what's my...
with a dex.
Look up your bonuses.
Dex of 5 is.
Not your dex bonus, your stealth. You should have a separate stealth bonus that's inspired by your dex bonus, but could have it in a modifier.
I don't
Different
have,
modifier.
I don't have.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Yep. 18 plus 2.
Great.
That's 20, right?
Luovan looks at you, Bodhi, and says, everybody get close. She says, something's happening. Get close to Bodhi. And everybody except for fucked up Bodhi, who ignores you, bunches up, and you feel a pulse. The whole cave kind of shudders for a moment, and fucked up Bodhi in front of you just sort of phases out of existence.
Oh, shit.
And Luovan says, I think we've passed the final hurdle. I think around this next bend is the room we came to see.
Cool.
And after the pulse kind of stills, you guys walk around this last sort of, downward bend in the path, and you find a big antechamber. This is like a big flat room, and the ground is glowing red and blue. It's sort of pulsating. And Luovan says, I think the ground here almost isn't real. I think we have to walk carefully. I think, have you ever looked up at the sky beyond the clouds and seen the stars that should not be, the stars that are not a part of the sky you would want? There's a sort of closeness to the sky that wasn't there before the world was broken. I believe that is just on the other side of this ground. I believe there is a very thin layer of rock between us and what you might call outer space.
So what do we do?
Wait, hide. Okay. I think we should find an alcove in the sides of this antechamber and hide, and wait for something to happen.
Okay.
This is the room where I believe the Demolith cast the first spell. I believe he came here in order to isolate this island from the rest of time.
Okay.
And I think if we wait here long enough, we will either see him or the god he made a deal with, my new god, not my old god, Manon and McLear.
Although you guys still share custody of the kid, right?
She says, "I'm the kid. I am the horrible offspring of this terrible situation. I am a creature of the Feywild that came to your world to kill myself off and kill off all of you, and I failed. And I am stuck here because the Demolith and Manon and McLear chose to isolate this one island. There are other lunar elves all over the world that helped bring the moon down on the earth, and they're all dead. But it is me and my siblings who are stuck here because of what we may be about to see."
Okay.
Interesting.
We could, you know what? We might be able to help each other out.
She says, "That'd be great. As far as I know, according to the timeline, I could be the only lunar elf left alive. I could be, the only one who went this far into the future and then all time stops and the Demolith ended time. I don't know. But we could be, in some ways, both all that is left and the only people who know the Demolith's plan. So let's hide and see what happens. And that's where we'll end it.
Cool. That was a good one.
I hope you think so, listeners.
I do. Anybody got some plugs? This is a couple weeks away.
First of all, I'm hoping we bump into a certain player soon. It depends how long it is before we record again, but Sarah Gazzardo might be joining us
Cool.
shortly. So.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then BrianPosehn.com, always for dates. I'm
Is it
coming.
a dating service now?
Oh my gosh.
Sure. I can put people together.
PostSaintMedicine.com. You buy Mad Magazine too. My first issue comes out at the end of March, and it'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Fucking watch Stand Against Evil on Hulu. Fucking see Lucha Vavoom.
Oh yeah, Lucha Vavoom is going to be in New York City on January 18th.
Will
Go
you be
check
with
that
them?
out. Yes, I will be there.
That's fantastic.
I'll probably be snowed in for a few days.
Thanks, you guys, for
Thanks
being
for
cool and shit.
listening.
And cue the heavy metal music.
Monkeys.
Nothing from nothing, leave nothing.
It's a song most of our listeners.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Nerd Poker. You can follow us at patreon.com/nerdpoker, and you get bonus episodes from there. And you can also send us anything at P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Thanks for listening.